What's going on, everybody? Back again with another weekly spite for everybody who says I'm going to disappear. So, the Panthers won last week against the 0-6 Jets. Jets dropped to 0-7. Bryce gets hurt in the game. Uh, a lot of things to talk about there. But, and we'll get into some of it before I end this stream. But this week, Andy Dalton likely, I think they named Andy Dalton a starter this morning. Andy Dalton getting his first start since the car accident that took him out and gave Bryce the job back last season. For those of you who happen to watch this channel and you're not a Panthers fan, I'll just be the first one to tell you if you haven't heard it from other Panthers content creators. Andy Dalton looks like he lost a pretty good step in the offseason. From the time he was playing last season for us until August when we were playing preseason, it's something about Andy is off. It looks like he lost a step. I mean, even last week, I know he didn't practice with the first teamers or anything like that, but Andy looked like he couldn't sense pressure coming off the edge. He looked slower than that. I mean, Andy Dalton ain't never been a mobile quarterback by any means, but he looks slower than ever now. I mean, he's damn near a statue. If he's still in the pocket at all and the pocket starts to collapse, it's probably going to be a sack. So hopefully Dave Canales isn't dumb enough to just let Andy Dalton sling the ball 60 fucking times. And hopefully, hopefully Canales learned a little bit last week and decides to lean a little bit more on Rico and throw Chuba in there just to switch shit up. Because even last week, Rico was more productive with the carries he got than Chuba was, like the whole game. I love Chuba and all, but Rico, I'm telling you, especially with Bryce being out for this game, you don't want to just trust Andy to win you the game unless you absolutely have to. Run the ball, give Rico the majority of the carries, throw Chuba in there too. You got to run the ball. Run the ball, and hopefully the defense plays good. I think we actually have one of the better run defenses in the league now, which is weird to say after the last 8 years. But so, I mean, we're gonna, if that holds true Sunday, we're going to have to force the Bills to throw the ball to beat us, and we all know that Josh Allen loves to throw the ball. Josh Allen loves to sling the ball deep. I mean, what can you say? Josh Allen is Josh Allen. He's a damn good quarterback. Excuse me. With that being said, I mean, if the Bills are smart, they're going to look to do what the Cowboys did and pick on Mike Jackson a lot during the game and probably run no huddle at certain points so that our defense can't get set and they can pick on Mike Jackson some more, because as the Jets found out last week, you're dumb to just throw the ball up for grabs around J.C. Horn, because he's probably going to come down with the ball. And even if he doesn't, your receiver ain't going to come down with it. So that's why everybody picks on Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson ain't on ain't on JC's level. Or, I mean, at some point I would like us to find a solid number 2 corner to go with JC. But I'm gonna need Mike Jackson to step up and lock in for this game. Derek Brown playing out of his mind like always. Trayvon Merrick, great free agency pickup. He's been playing phenomenal. I believe everybody said that Christian Roseboom and Trevin Wallace swapped positions on the field. Excuse me. And now Wallace and Roseboom look like competent NFL linebackers all of a sudden just because they switched, like, they took each other's position and just flipped it. And now y'all look like competent linebackers all of a sudden. That's wild. But yeah, we're gonna have to trust this defense, and we got rookie pass rushers, man. We're gonna have to hope that they continue to step up and elevate their games as the season progresses. Hopefully, against the Bills, we are at home, undefeated at home so far this year. You're definitely going to want to keep that going against one of the tougher teams in the league, even if the Bills have had some bad moments so far this season. The Bills are a team that could whoop your ass and get their season together any Sunday. So, like I said, defense is going to have to lock in and play hard, tough football. The offense, Andy cannot make any mistakes. Andy don't need to be turning the ball over. Don't throw picks. Don't fumble the ball. Give the ball to the running back. Make good throws. Don't force anything if it's not there. It's as simple as that. And you got a chance against Buffalo. And that's all we need is a chance. We don't need to go out here and, like, I'm not looking for us to come out in any game and be world beaters. I just want us to have a chance. So you do all those things and we have a chance against Buffalo on Sunday. I'd feel a little bit better about it if Bryce was playing, because Bryce is on pace to have a pretty damn good season for the first time in his career. Um, Hopefully Bryce will be back next week. Bryce looks like he's all right. He's saying that he feels great and everything. I think that they just kept him out to be safe about it more than anything this week. Uh, but yeah. So I'm going to talk a little bit about last week's game while I'm here before I get out of here. That Jets game, man, like I told everybody, I didn't want to sleep on the Jets. I mean, it's the NFL, bro. It don't matter what your record is. We say any given Sunday for a reason. Justin Fields, I just want to say this because there's a lot of football takes I have that I don't ever say on this channel because it's not necessarily Panthers related. But, dude, Justin Fields is fucking terrible. I thought Justin Fields was bad when he was with Chicago. I was notorious for shitting on him. There's a play, and I can probably pull it up and put it on this channel. There's a play when I think it might have been the last year or the year before last, before Justin left Chicago. He's in the pocket. There's a guy on Chicago. Some Chicago receiver is wide the fuck open going into the end zone. Justin doesn't even look that way on the field, and he takes off with the ball and gets like a minimal pickup when you could have had a touchdown. It was when I saw things like that I was like, yeah, if Justin don't have field vision, you can't really teach people to have field vision, bro. That's something you should have by the time you get to the NFL. If you've played football most of your life, you should have field vision at that point. You should be able to see that guy out of the corner of your eye at least and be able to flick the ball out of your hand real quick before a defender can even realize that, that's who you locked in on. So, yeah, with that, I'm saying all that to say that when Justin Fields went to the Steelers last year, even I was like, Justin Fields don't look that bad in Pittsburgh. And then they gave the team to Russell Wilson the rest of the way. And then the Steelers just said, fuck Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, which, in retrospect now, looks like a good-ass decision on Pittsburgh, and that's why they're a professional football team, and I'm just a professional football fan. Because I thought, in what Mike Tomlin and them boys do in Pittsburgh, I thought that was actually the one offense that made Justin Fields look like a decent quarterback. Because in Chicago and the Jets now, I mean, I think Justin Fields looks even worse with the Jets than he did on the Bears. It's crazy how he can go from being pretty damn bad with the Bears to looking like not too bad of a quarterback in Pittsburgh to being even worse than he originally was with the Jets. I mean, if you watch that game, we were all over Justin Fields to the point that they benched him. Aaron Glenn benched Justin Fields for fucking Tyrod Taylor, and then Tyrod proceeds to give J.C. Horn 2 interceptions. So, I mean, we went out there, and that's what you do. When you're playing a team that's down on their luck like that, that's 0-6, looking for their first win, they feeling kind of desperate, people's jobs might be on the line. That's how you go out there and play a team like that. You stay locked in, you stay focused, don't let them get in your head, and they'll fuck up because they have that record for a reason. All you got to do is just hang in there, don't let them get in your head, stay locked in, and they will end up making a mistake like they have all year. That's why they haven't won a game all year, because the mistakes are building up. I mean, it just is what it is with the Jets. I mean, I was proud of Bryce. I thought Bryce looked pretty good before he exited with that injury. Andy's numbers didn't look too bad. He played pretty much the whole fourth quarter, basically, and that was it. But, like I said, Andy, he looks like a statue, man. If he's not moving out of the pocket, like, if it's not a bootleg off of the fucking snap to the left or to the right, Andy's probably not getting out of there in time. It's going to be a sack, so it is what it is, man. The Panthers are going to have to be locked in. Well, at least it's at home. I'll say that. At least we're playing in Bank of America Stadium. And we ain't playing in fucking Buffalo at their soon-to-be former home that they playing in this season. That new stadium the Bills built is something else, bro. But yeah, man, the Bills are a good team. I mean, Sean McDermott, their head coach, been their head coach for fucking forever. Used to be our defensive coordinator back when Ron Rivera was here, and we all know the ties from Andy Reid and all that shit, and Jim Johnson or whatever, Jim Johnson. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm getting into coaching trees. Anyway, and I'll probably fuck some up, y'all. Forgive me. Somebody gonna correct me. I know they always do. But yeah, man. Panthers or Bills, undefeated home record. I'm hoping as many Panthers fans show up as we've seen in a long time to this game, even with Bryce out. And y'all make the Bank of America, y'all make BOA, y'all make the bank loud as fuck on Sunday. Make it uncomfortable for the Bills. Make the Bills the first team to see, hey, Carolina ain't the same pushover, joke-ass franchise they used to be. That's what we need. And imagine, even if we win, shout out to C3, Carolina Cat Chronicles, my boys over there. They were saying, and I agree with them wholeheartedly, if we win, it ain't going to be the Panthers are a good team this year, or the Panthers are finally figuring it out. It's not, that ain't going to be the headlines. The headlines is going to be, what's wrong with the Bills? That's what the headlines will be. They're still not going to, I mean, people still shit on us. And it's crazy. You could say, well, y'all have been asked for a long time, and I agree with you. But even the year we went 15-1, the media shit on us all year. I remember the NFC Championship game that year. They were like, Arizona, I think, is the better team, the best team in the NFC. And then they went out there and got shit on by us. So, I mean, if you're one of those sports fans that you get all your takes from social media and sports media like Fox Sports or ESPN or Barstool or whatever the fuck you watch, then you're an idiot. If you can't watch sports and come to an opinion on your own based on your knowledge of the game and what you've seen on tape, then are you really a fan of the sport, or you just like to talk about shit? Because that's what a lot of media personalities are. You can tell that they're not a fan of the sport. They just like to they're good at running their mouth about shit and getting people talking. That's why they get hired. But anyways, it's going to be interesting, man. The biggest test of the season so far for the Panthers. Biggest test in many years for the Panthers. Over 500. Can we stay over 500? Can we get to 5-3? Can we beat Buffalo? Protect the home. Excuse me. Protect the home field and head into Green Bay the week after that. Feeling pretty good and potentially getting Bryce back. That would be the best case scenario. So, again, I hope the boys stay locked in. Don't let this little 3-game winning streak get to their heads. Don't worry about we've won 3 in a row. Worry about winning 1 in a row on Sunday. And that's all I got for you today, this week, people. Appreciate the like. Appreciate anybody who stopped in and listened, even if it was just for a couple seconds. It's been your weekly spite. And I don't know. Maybe I'll actually get on here after the game on Monday and talk about it a little bit. Maybe we'll talk about the whole week of the NFL next week. Anyways, I appreciate y'all, man. Keep pounding, go Panthers, and fuck 31 other NFL teams. You'll have it.